additional 14 armoured personnel carriers, an additional 20 Bushmasters, the protected mobility vehicles that we have provided, taking that number up to 60. We'll provide additional other military equipment, including drones and other equipment that has been requested by Ukraine.
The government here, ALBO, are corrupt, right? And they try to run their life, taxpayer money.
Yes.
My friend goes, oh, the government passed. I said, you got rocks on your head, girl. I said, my daughter, my son-in-law passed for it, and all the rest we pay for them. I don't watch the news for 25 years. It's all corrupt. It's all, they only tell you what they want to tell you. That's all. I had enough. I've been here since 1953, darling.
Stop war. We are not supporting the war. We are not supporting this proxy war waged by the Americans.
ALBO sending $33 million to blow up people protecting their own property is not okay. We want peace, not war.
Well, I can say that myself, I came here because I found out about this, and here I'm 100% against of the Australian money being spent on the war, because we have our problems here in Australia, so we need to fix our own educational system. You know, we are lacking lots of doctors and health, you know, the nurses. You know,
police.
Yeah, police. Everyone needs money here, so we don't want to spend our money overseas. The Zelensky regime, because he's telling lies. You know, he's bombing for 8+ years the Donbass area, and he's bombing everyone, the civilian people. You know, and I was in south of Russia. That's what's happening there. You know, they're just bombing. They're bombing civilian people. It's not the army that they're bombing. If they would be bombing army, it's one thing. But if they're bombing civilian people, it's no good. You know.
First of all, I'm not an organizer, just I feel that people who's coming here, they have different opinion or different point for what's going on around our internal life in Australia. And before I will keep the speech, I would like to invite anyone who wants to say anything. So my point is, there are a lot of different nationalities, but we are all one nation. We are Australians here. We are taxpayers for our life here, and when we can improve our life internally, it's great. We can invest money in our health system, environment, society, many things, many projects. But unfortunately, without asking us, people who just in the power right now, they remove this money and transfer for something which I'm not supporting. So, first of all, we just very small community here, and we like low organized here. I prefer to have maybe special center coordinating, and we can advise and telling people our opinion what's going on here. And anyway, for personally, thank you very much who's coming here. I appreciate for the people I've met first time, or I see some people already familiar. Thank you very much again for coming. If anyone who wants to say, please come in here. Anyone?
Okay, so I'm not a public speaker by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel so seriously about this thing. I've been following. This just doesn't start a year ago when Russia crossed the border. It goes back a long, long time before that. And I remember I was located in Esperance, and I got a book, a big thick book. It was called Eco-Science by John Holdren, PhD. I read the book. After I read the book, I thought, this is never going to happen. No way can this ever happen. Later on, I read another book, Lockstep, or a paper from the Rockefeller Foundation. Again, I thought, this is never going to happen. You know, it's too far-fetched. But I'd read enough. I read the Agenda 21. I read Agenda 30. And all of this, I understand it. I don't have to, I know exactly what's going on, right? It's really simple. Right. The Russians were in a position where they had all these bioweapons labs there. They had rockets pointing at them right next door. What do you do? If you're the Prime Minister of a country, President, do you allow that? You cannot allow that.
You protect your country.
You have to protect your country first. What choice did he have? Nipped.
Yeah.
So he did what he had to do, and I support him.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anybody else want to say?
G'day, I'm Gareth Price. I'm founder of a grassroots movement called the New Australia Movement. Over the last couple of years, I've been seeing all sorts of bullshit happening, not just this whole pandemic mad. Basically, what's been happening in the last year, I think there's just been a whole build-up. The whole situation with Crimea and other stuff like that, then all the, like you said before, all the rockets and bioweapons labs and military bases. Ironically enough, most of that was starting to slow down until recently. Now, well, what do you expect? As it currently stands there, you'd have to say most of Ukraine, Donbass and stuff like that. I'd say for there, the globalist version of Ukraine is all but done. You can already guarantee now, once Donbass and Bakhmut falls, and the Russian forces start making their way towards Kiev and other stuff like that, I can guarantee you now, globalist shows like Zelensky, he'll be on the first plane out of there seeking refuge. The issue we're going to have after that is when Ukraine inevitably falls, the overly fragile egotists at NATO, the World Economic Forum, and all the other idiots in European Union, they're not going to take a loss like that standing down. They're going to start trying to get back. And unfortunately, that's going to cause a lot of innocent people on all sides to suffer. Because this would give, Putin the excuse to mobilize the entire military. We don't know where that's going to go from there. But guaranteed that most of this is the globalist West's fault, the corporatists' fault.
Absolutely.
And I don't know why the hell we're the ones getting stuck in all this shit as well.
And paying for it.
And paying for it, yeah.
700 million.
700 million, well, that we know of right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's probably more of it going in. Yeah. And what the hell remains of our,
died.
as well as all the
troops.
as well as all the best equipment, whatever remains of our currently outdated military.
Half of which we're sending over there.
Yeah, half of which we're seeing over there. And as I can attest to that, about a couple of weeks after we sent our first batches of Bushmasters in, I saw a couple of them showing up on eBay and black markets. Our Bushmasters, most of our equipment is useless in Ukraine.
Or burning.
Yeah, or burning.
The notion that this is being done in order to salvage democracy in Ukraine, this is the same Zelensky who's outlawed any political opposition.
Outlawed any political position.
It is an absolute fallacy.
Capturing people off the streets are sent to the front lines.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the same shit's happening here. We're not a democracy. It's been happening for the last God knows how many decades now. We are living in what we call the illusion of democracy. You're basically voting for any party that's going to screw you over.
They all screw you over.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
System's an illusion.
Yeah. Liberal, Labour, Nationals, Greens, fake independents, minor parties, most of them are all the same now. Right, I think I've had what I had to say.
Yeah, thank you very much. Anyway, guys, thank you very much again for coming here. It's a great. And I believe next time we just will grown up, because maybe we can organize another option to advise people who will join us. Thank you again.
Пусть услышит, как она поет, пусть он землю сбережет родную, а любовь Катюша сбережет. Пусть он землю сбережет родную, а любовь Катюша сбережет. Не морозь меня, моего коня, моего коня, белого. У меня жена, ой, милая, я приду домой на закате дня, обниму жену, напою коня. Ой, мороз, мороз, не морозь меня, не морозь меня, моего коня.
Adventure.